In Ann Arbor, a new era had begun. Interim head coach Lloyd Carr was looking to rejuvenate the 14th-ranked Maize and Blue behind the dazzling talent of running back Tim Biakabatuka.
Tamunga Biakabatuka was everybody's nemesis. He was big, he was fast, he was smart, and he could either run around you or he could run over you.
Ohio State's arch rival, the 14th-ranked Michigan Wolverines, had a much tougher time in their first game under head coach Lloyd Carr. 17th-ranked Virginia, behind running back Tiki Barber, gave the Maize and Blue all they could handle and took a 17-0 lead into the fourth quarter.
We were starting a freshman quarterback, Scott Dreisbach. First time he's ever played in college, so our offense was kind of sputtering a little bit. He was trying to feel his way out.
They asked me if I thought about taking Scott out of the game when they were booing. And I said, no, because I thought they were booing me.
Those boos slowly turned to cheers as Michigan rallied to cut the Cavalier lead to 17-12. And the Wolverines were 15 yards away from victory with time for one final play.
Looking right, firing for the end zone. Hayes out there. Hayes makes the catch. Was he inbounds? Touchdown!
It came down to the last play of the game, and I mean, it was a desperation play.
Silence while that ball's in the air, and it starts to come down, and you hear nothing.
Caught in the corner of the end zone, just stayed in bounds. Great call by the referee. Crowd went nuts. It was a super day to start off Lloyd Carr's career.
Mercury Hayes' catch was his second touchdown in the fourth quarter and capped off one of the more dramatic wins in Wolverine history. The following Saturday, Ohio State needed to beat Michigan in the Big House to share the Big Ten crown with Northwestern. And a win would also send the Buckeyes to Pasadena thanks to their undefeated overall record. But Michigan had other thoughts in mind.
If we can't go to the national championship or go win the Big Ten, the only thing we do not want Ohio State to win.
It wasn't overconfidence, but a sense of we don't know who they really are, and we never saw them at their best.
259 miles away from the Big House, the Northwestern Wildcats could do nothing but watch and hope that maybe one more ball would bounce their way.
We all were in our auditorium, our team auditorium, and the TV channels were there, stations were there, and we watched on the big screen this game unfold.
You know, it's a bizarre world. For years, no one would watch Northwestern play a football game, and now they were watching Northwestern watch a football game. I mean, that it had become that big a story.
Michigan dominated on the ground early as Tim Biakabatuka found gaping holes early and often.
35 breaks a tackle to the 40. One man to beat him. Finally thrown out of bounds.
Michigan held a tight 10-9 lead at halftime thanks to a short touchdown pass from Brian Greasy to Clarence Williams.
Fires in the end zone. Williams, touchdown, Michigan!
After the intermission, the Michigan defense kept the powerful Buckeye offense attack out of the end zone, and freshman Charles Woodson's interception changed the game.
Interception at the 50. Jumped in front of Terry Glenn and has the interception.
That's really where the momentum completely started to turn to Michigan.
We should have done a better job on offense of giving our defense a break. You know, we would go 3 and out or a few plays and then have to kick, and then our defense, we put a lot of pressure on them.
8 on the line of scrimmage for Ohio State. Campbell in motion near side. Handoff to Biakabatuka, straight ahead. Touchdown, Michigan! Tamunga Biakabatuka from 2 yards out. It's Michigan 30, Ohio State 15.
Biakabatuka stole the spotlight from Eddie George, rushing for 313 yards, the second most ever for a Michigan running back.
It's commonly referred to in Columbus when something goes bad, you get Biakabatuka, and it all started on that afternoon.
There's just so much riding on that game every year, and for us to win that game in '95 and knock Ohio State from their national championship aspirations was a huge game.
The Wolverine victory not only knocked Ohio State from the ranks of the unbeaten, but also out of the top spot in the Big Ten.